gratitude really makes a lot of sense, because this certainly reminded me of one of my major CP child who was in grade 3, I think, in 2007 when I joined him. And nothing gives you more pleasure than seeing your children growing up and becoming successful in life. The only thing that child asked me once was, I want to swim along with you. He's a good swimmer. He wears that all swimming gadgets and then he swims. So he's a severe CP child. Never walked on his own foot, but there was no annual day, no sports day wherein children didn't wanted him to participate. Everyone participated. They used to take up the song which is suitable for him. And I think that is the power of togetherness. Wonderful. Now coming to togetherness among parents, because me, my child, my school, my teacher, I think at some point of time our world is just revolving around that. But when it comes to giving more to society, when it comes to teaching your child why we need to give, why we need to involve everyone, that is something needs to be taught right from the pre-primary stage, because skills that are taught in pre-primary stage definitely reflect when the children come to the higher grades or when they go for the journey in the professional life. So how do you think you will train your parents, or you will give some tips to the parents to make the larger society their world, not just their small world wherein they are there, their nuclear families there, now even the families are broken up, so we have single parenting also. So how do you tell them this power of togetherness?
This power of giving and power of togetherness. I'll tell you what exactly I'm doing in my school. I'm a spiritual practitioner. I'm a pranic healer. So the advantage is that I know how to teach people how to meditate. So this is one thing which I do. And my favorite statement in all the counseling session and coffee meets with parents is that never ever forget, even my team members, that whatever you give comes back to you many, many times. That's an ageless rule. Okay? And if they keep this thing in their mind all the time and then talk to the child or talk to the school people, they understand that, okay, if we are giving respect to the school or to the child, it will come back to us many, many times. If we are disrespecting them, it will come back to us many, many times. The other thing is giving into society. Giving into society can only be done through our kids only. Because the parents are grown up enough, and if they feel that they need to donate, they will donate. If they feel that they need to spend some time outside their homes, they will do that. But then what we are doing is that we are actually training our kids into this. Our children are being taken out. There's one campaign which we run in our school, which is called Ek Muthi Anaj campaign. That is for Food for Hungry Foundation. Now this Ek Muthi Anaj, what we are telling the children is that you keep one bag in your kitchen, and every day before coming to the school you pick up one muthi of anaj, maybe atta or chawal or dal, whatever, and just place it there, and after a month go and donate it anywhere, whomsoever you feel on street needs. We also have a tie-up with Robin Hood Army, who works for the street kids. So we ask them, sometimes they bring in the school also. We have a complete week, for donation of anaj. And then we call the street kids over here, and then they make khichdi and other things, and they serve those poor kids. So it is only inside the school, through our kids, we are actually promoting this, donation and giving it to the others, to home actually.
So they are the ambassador of
They are
change.
the ambassador of change.
So I have got the signal from her to close the session also. So quickly, if I will culminate this entire session, we did talk about accepting your child unconditionally. Your love cannot be situational. Your love cannot be 99% means I love my child, 60% that means, as ma'am said, naam kharab kar gaya. It cannot be. So we have to love our child, we have to respect our child, we have to give them the exposure of the larger society. We cannot stay in our own cocoon. Yes, they will become beautiful butterfly and they will explore the world, provided we have provided them the strongest of wings. I think now we have to open the session for the question answer.
So any questions from the audience?
I can see a lot of questions.
Yeah, please. I think when I was listening to the session, I had goosebumps. So for everyone in the audience, yeah, just come up with the questions. I think that was a wonderful session. Thank you to all our panelists. Any questions you want to come up with? Any kids
We
and anyone in the
absolutely
audience?
open. The kids also can ask. If you are facing some issue, you can ask. आपके parents को कुछ समझाना समझा देंगे. That's our work. Yeah.
It's getting a little nasty because it's principals here. Everybody, I think principals are very welcoming teachers there. When we are raising children, and this is what I tell my teachers also, that when you are teaching children, stop worrying about what will happen. Each one of us carries a destiny. Yes? And the children will add to the destiny of parents, the students will add to the success of teachers here. If we believe we have come here for a reason out here and we are working towards that path, and there's a power that guides us to this over here, even a bird gets food every day. They don't have MBA qualification and they're not passed out from Ivy League colleges. There is a purpose to that bird there. Similarly, our children and we have a purpose to ourselves, and the flight they're going to take is something which is going to make us see new landscapes, new adventures out there. So it is that we enjoy the journey together. The moment it is that we're sharing a journey and it is something that we can really make happy, everything falls into place.
So if we give them the best of today, tomorrow is going to be good. Though we know we are training them or preparing them for uncertain future, but at least when we are giving them, give the best today. That is what we can do for this generation who is technologically very empowered, and they know much more than what we know. That's the proven fact. Anything that you would like to ask? There's one thing I want to tell all the parents sitting here, because that becomes very often that parents start revisiting or they start telling their children or reminding their children about the mistakes they have done in the past. Please do not revisit your child's past and do not tell them, this is how I know you will do because you have done it earlier. So as a parent, never do that. That's something which will never let your child feel confident about himself or herself. Give them the blank canvas and let them paint their own destiny. Let's do it together.
Okay, see, देखो ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. See, school में this is what we used to call it. It's a blackboard method. It's a chalk method. It's a teacher method. यार इधर बैठ के बोल के चले जाएंगे. अगर it's a discussion that we want you to proceed with. So discussion goes on both the sides. So you have to ask the questions. So mic is all in between you. Anyone who wants to ask, just raise your hands and mic will come to you.
Do we have a rapid fire?
Okay. All right. Good.
Sometimes our students become rebellious and they become rebellious. So at that point of time, like when my son is not listening to me, I think that is it my fault that I am not able to make him understand what I am expecting from him, or I don't know, like my expectations are too high from him, though he is just class 3. But still, sometimes I feel that when he is not listening to me, I become a little impatient. So, am I doing injustice to him? Or what should I do at that point of time?
All right. When will a child become rebel? He's just 3, in class 3,
He's in
right?
class 3.
So you will have to, think about that incident when you actually, had a predictive behavior all the time. See, one thing which I would like to tell all of you is never be predictable to the child. That's something which will really work wonders in your life.
But we have expectations at that.
No, you cannot have expectation from a class 3 child. This is what I was talking about. Okay, if you do your homework, I'll be happy. Mama will be happy. Why you should work for your happiness? Why you should work for his own happiness? Right? आप उनको ये कह सकते हैं कि बेटा अगर आप ये काम कर लेंगे, अभी जैसे रिबेल हो रहा है बच्चा, the only and only thing which will work is love. रिबेल एक कोई इंसिडेंट बताइए, कोई एक इंसिडेंट बताइए.
No, like you simply say, I'll not do it. And
हाँ,
he just
I'll not
walks
do
out
it.
of the room and
हाँ,
goes
ठीक
to
है.
another room, he starts crying.
ठीक है, आप उसके पास जाके उसको हक करो, अच्छा नहीं करना मत करो, कोई बात नहीं, हम थोड़ी देर बात कर लेंगे. You have to take a pause at that time. What must have been happening is that you must be getting angry, impatient. ये नहीं करेगा तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. कहीं स्कूल में डांटना पड़ता है होमवर्क नहीं किया, usually it is about homework and other
Yes, because
work.
I'm a teacher as well, so maybe
Yes,
I
of
think that at
course,
home
of
also I'm
course.
acting as
I
a
mean,
teacher.
you don't become a teacher at home.
Be a parent.
Be a parent.
Parents, yes.
Quickly, may I ask all of you, like you are many of you are young parents, and it is related to her question only and our expectation. When our child start learning coloring, okay, what do we do? How we teach coloring to our child? Okay, everybody takes that quickly, fast. Scribbling, okay. Do we give the child a shape and we say color? No. Okay, not always. But when you give a shape to a child and say, okay, color an apple or color a moon or a star, what do you tell a child when the child is coloring?
Sometimes we color with ropes also from left to right or up to down.
Color inside, right? We are very particular that color should not go out of the boundary, right? That is the point you start laying expectation, and that is the point you start telling a child that expectation, चाहे वो parents से रखे चाहे parent उससे रखे. Why do we tell a child to stay in the boundary? Then after some time we say, okay, think out of the box. You have put your child in the box at the age of 2 years. And then we talk about breaking the glass ceiling, we talk about everything. Children know much more. Why don't we tell them, okay, scribble and then give a boundary and say, you are unique. I will embrace your uniqueness. And that is how we go ahead. You had given the answer to your own question that I become impatient. And I think ma'am rightly said, let it be. Hug your child, give that positive energy and say, yes, we will do it together. What are you expecting? After 20 years, there might not be doctors and engineers. The